Welcome everybody to the first GFi Xfinity race broadcast for the GFi Chiiii Town 150 here at Chicagoland. We got quite the field so far, 18 drivers with Jordan Barnes, Andy Ennis. We got Michael Nelson. We got Kyle Purcell, Brad Keaton, Parker Vance, Preston O'Brien, Brandon Beckstead, Clifton Schnell, William Ashworth, Anthony Alex, Nicholas Warboy, Keith Martinson, Dalton Cleveland, Travis Griffin, Quentin Hightower, Sean Purcell, and Alexander Morris. I actually did not plan on doing this, but I did anyways, because why not? There's the 15 ripped around that high side. He's the fastest driver on the track by 0.01 seconds. That's the 15 of Michael L. Nelson. What's up? Caden, I'm assuming that's you. I think that's you. If I had to take a guess. Despite the fact that you text me. There's the 88. That's Nicholas Warboy in the 88hendrick.com car. By the way, Caden, I actually did not plan on broadcasting this race tonight. Yeah, I figured. Oh, I just saw someone spin. That's the 84 of Travis Griffin. He was around into the infield grass at the bottom of turn 1 and 2. Luckily, no damage, so he's able to keep it going. But there's the 88, Nicholas Warboy, with Sean Purcell right behind. W, Kane, W. They're going to take the cheese grater. I see. The 74 going to the very bottom. He's going to tap that apron. That's Sean Purcell in the 74. Currently sitting quite a ways back in this field. Why not? Why not go live? Somewhat bored, but it sounded actually an interesting race to broadcast, so it's like, why not? Why not? The 74 of Sean Purcell. There he goes, tapping the apron. So does Nicholas Warboy. I really think Purcell's catching the 88 right now. This is a tricky track, too, by the way. There's a little curve on the back straightaway. Got some smoke in turn 1 and 2. Oh, they're going to wreck. What a save by them two. Wow. Made a little bit of contact. Both getting a little loose. The 74 getting into the 88. That's going to leave a little bit of a dent on the back end of that 88 Hendrick's car's Camaro. And there goes Sean Purcell to the inside. The 88 going to block and pull away. The 88 is currently sitting 10th. Oh, the 84 of Travis Griffin around. And there's Sean Purcell. I think he burnt his tires up. He seems like he's going a little slower. And I can hear the kind of squealing of those tires a little bit. He's also using that trees grater at the bottom of that apron into the tri-oval. They got a nice pack of 3 with the 92 of Brandon Beckstead, the 74 of Sean Purcell, and the 88 of Nicholas Warboy. But Sean Purcell's going to try to go to the outside, going to try to get a run using that wall. Looks like it's somewhat working out for him. Not quite well. They're basically side by side. And then there goes Sean Purcell into the wall. They are almost looked to be 3 wide there for a second. But obviously a little bit of a checkup 92 running a kinetic 92 car. Down the back straightaway, Sean Purcell into 3 and 4. Going to be continuing to ride that high side. And here goes Nicholas Warboy at the top of the track to come back down and use the cheese grater. And there's a car stopped at the bottom of 1 and 2 there. Don't know what's wrong with him. And there's another car. That's Kyle Purcell right there. I saw a glimpse of the number. Taking a beautiful look at Sean Purcell. Really trying to get up to Nicholas Warboy's bumper. He's going to try to slingshot. Oh, he's going to take out the 88. The 88 gets to the infield grass. And he's going to slide. He's trying to save the race car. He's going to be sliding through the infield. He's going to save it. Wow. A little bit aggressive there from the 74. Interesting, interesting. What a save, though, by that 88 of Nicholas Warboy. There's Kyle Purcell kicking up some dirt. Into the trial will they come. Here we go. Is Purcell going to run the bottom? And the 92, that's Brendan Beckstead. Just a spectacular driver overall. It was a save. Wow. You should have seen the save yesterday on the back straightaway, Caden. That was crazy. Nine minutes and 10 seconds left of practice until we get into the qualifying for the GFi Chiiii Town 150 here at Chicagoland. There's Kyle Purcell at the bottom. He's going to pull up. Has not got his internet issue fixed yet. It's getting delivered at around at 10 o'clock tonight. So we should be able to see this dude absolutely get ready to rip the racetrack. There's the two Purcell brothers running side by side for the most part. Roughly the most part. Now let's take a look at the best times. So very, very close. 1, 2, and 3 there. Just not enough. And nice good little look. I'll probably keep it on that too because you kind of can see what kind of lap times everyone's running. Actually, no, they're last lap times, so we kind of keep track on who's going slower and who's going faster. There's Kyle Purcell going to hit the wall. There's Brandon Beckstead. Don't know where Sean Purcell went, though. I really wasn't paying attention to where he went, but there goes Beckstead at the bottom. There's the 35 of Nick Norris. I really, really owe him an interview tonight. Could not see their channel. Oh, someone's going through the grass. And he's gonna save that. There's Kyle Purcell once again. And getting past like poop on a stink by the 84. And he's gonna go through the infield. There's Nick Norris once again. Followed by William Ashworth. Nick Norris, the GFi podcast host, runs every series, is a really great driver. And he just got up to 7th. There's the 92 of Brandon Beckstead, once again. Car on the wall, the top of 1 and 2. There's Preston O'Brien in front of the 92. There's the 45 of Quint Hightower in the Celsius 45 car, Chevy Camaro in the Xfinity Series. There's Preston O'Brien up into the wall. Oh, in the 40, there's William Ashworth with a bit of front end damage. I'm assuming he smoked the wall. And that right front is killed. Killed. The 9-2. Gonna put it into the middle line at 3 and 4. There's Preston O'Brien in the 18. A lot of Chevys out in the field. Quite a bit. Oh, and as we speak of the devil, he's gonna lose it. He's gonna go to the infield in the back, stretch and smoke the inside wall. Man, he was running pretty good right there. And then just lost it. There's the 8. That's Robert McKay representing Lucas Oil. Big Kyle Busch fan. Oh, and Kyle Purcell's going to lose it coming out of 2. Oh, he's going to smoke the wall with his rear end. And good grief, that's a hard impact. At least it wasn't the driver's side. If he hit it on the driver's side, he might need to go to the infield care center. But Nicholas Warboy into the wall. There's Robert McKay once again. Really going to try to be set up on some dig. There's the 18. Let's pray we don't have the announcer's curse and lets him spin out here. You gotta hope and pray big time. There's the 18 and the 92. The 92 is catching up to that 18, so we could probably see a move here by the 92 if he can catch up to him. Down the back straightaway. They got some more traffic. The 84, the 16. The 16 is going to drift up high, try to get the draft off the 18. But they're side by side. Yeah, all 3 of them are going down into the tri-oval apron. And going up to the top of the track. And gonna go into the middle of 1 and 2. That's Travis Griffin. Kyle Purcell gonna go up to the top side. He was running bottom, then drifts up to the top. I like that strategy by him. Typically one of the faster guys in this league. The 84 looking to make a move on the inside. And they're looking like if they're getting ready to push the 3 wide. The 84 is going to lose it. Never mind. They are not going to go 3 wide. He is going to go into the grass. He's going to try to hold on to the race car. Lock up them brakes, buddy. And he's just going to drift back up to the track. Man. But look at this. Nice. They were 2 wide there for a minute. And Kyle Purcell tapped the wall there. The 18. Gonna follow Kyle Purcell's line. There's Sean Purcell. Haven't seen him in a hot minute. Here comes Nicholas Warboy. Saving tires is definitely a factor here, but here comes Nicholas Warboy to the outside. Side by side, Sean Purcell and Nicholas Warboy into the tri-oval. Oh, and there's Sean Purcell getting loose. I did not see that. At least he held on to the race car. W wall tap, indeed. That's going to be happening quite a bit here. I might need a Chicagoland strike. Good people tap the wall. Nothing too serious, nothing too serious. There's a 72 of Eugene Richard. Oh, it looks like he's getting a little loose there for a second. Kind of tell the rear end getting out of him. There's Sean Purcell. We got a nice little pack up here. Relatively spaced out pretty well. Not doing bad. So far, about 23 cars into the field. And the practice is over for the GFi Chiiii Town 150 here at Chicagoland for the first Xfinity race broadcast. As we get ready for qualifying for the GFi Chiiii Town 150 here at Chicagoland. And there goes Sean Purcell getting ready to leave. Second driver leaving pit lane. That's Sean Purcell. Eugene was the first. Sorry, no. It was Kyle Purcell who was first. Get out there quite quick. Let's take a really good look and see how these drivers do. And there's the 40. That's William Ashworth. What's up, Alexander? There's Andy Ennis in the 51. Representing LA Motorsports. Had a good, little bit of a good qualifying run in practice. Did pretty good. Nicholas Warboy so far. Now Anthony Alex so far the fastest driver by 1/10 of a second. Andy Ennis just set the third fastest lap of this session so far, or in qualifying, I should say. There's Andy Ennis in the 51. There's Keith Martinson, a beautiful car from him. Brad Keaton currently sitting on pole. Yeah, you spammed me. There's Keith. Just a really great driver overall. And here he goes drifting to the high side. He is currently in 12th. Here comes Nick Norris setting a really, really great lap. Oh, and Keith is going to lose it. Held onto the race car for the most part. He's going to go to the grass and do a little bit of landscaping. Hey, at least the guy doesn't have to mow the lawn anymore, but he's probably going to replant a little bit of the grass. But other than that, I think we're all good. There's the 15. There's the 72. That's Eugene Richard, currently sitting 16th. Jordan Barnes making his way up to 13th. There's Alexander in the 19. There's the 14. That's Brian Troy. There's Travis Griffin in the 84. Looking to set a heater of a lap, the 884 machine. Really hugging that wall. There's Lucas Martin. We did not see him in practice, but he's here. He made it to qualifying. He made it as quickly as he could. And he's ready to rip at this track. Let's see how he does on his first lap. Lucas Martin will go to 20th with 37.8. Brian Troy in the 4 car. Looking like the car from that Beetle movie. Where that Beetle's going to go to all those NASCARs. Looks very similar. There's the 4. And the 19 going to go through the grass. He's going to do a lot of more landscaping that Keith Martinson just did. Holy crap! Lucas Martin with an insanely fast lap. P2 with the 31.1. Just .01 off the pace. So far, the fastest driver for LA Motorsports. So there's Clifton Chanel and the 80 Camaro sitting at 32.3, tied with Ralph Gilbert. And there's the 6 of Davis Brown. He was the Talladega winner yesterday in the Cup Series. And getting a little bit... It sounded like he got a little loose there for a minute. Must be his tires getting burnt. And Clifton Chanel could not turn a faster lap. Good P9, though, for him. There's the 6 of Davis Brown. He is currently sitting 22nd with a 36.2. And see if he can do a faster lap than last time. No, he did not, unfortunately. But a really nice and quick slow-down job for him. There's Preston O'Brien. It's pretty fast. Pretty good in practice. But unfortunately ran a 33.3. And he's pulling it into pit lane. He's going to pull it into his pit box. Or just park it. That also works. There's the 19. So far, Alexander's the slowest on the track. Ran a 31.61. It's pretty slow, but also helped that he was spinning through the infield. Did quite a bit of landscaping. But assuming everybody has qualified, we're just probably waiting for an additional driver to get up onto the field. There's still 2 minutes for a whole nother driver to join. I think Alexander's thinking about going again. And he is. And he can't even leave pit lane without spinning. Not good for him at all. I know he's doing this intentionally, but it's weird because he was just on 2 tires. What? No clue how that works. 2 tires? Little does he know, he's just racking up them incident points. As we're getting a perspective from Barney, kind of what the track kind of looks like for him. So, taking a quick and easy look at the qualifying order. So, for the GFi Chiiii Town 150 in the Xfinity Series, Kyle Purcell, per usual on pole, Lucas Martin in second, Brad Keaton, Nick Norris, Quentin Hightower, Michael Nelson, Robert McKay, Grant McDonnell, Clifton Chanel, Ralph Gilbert, Anthony Alex, Brandon Beckstead, Sean Purcell, Nicholas Warboy, Parker Vance, Preston O'Brien, Andy Ennis, Jordan Barnes. And then we have Keith Martinson, William Ashworth, Dalton Cleveland, Davis Brown. Sorry about that. We'll go back to what I was doing. So Davis Brown, Eugene Richard, Alexander Morales, Andrew Jones, Travis Griffin. Those last two, 0 time. But let's get ready to rumble here for the GFi Chiiii Town 150 here at Chicagoland. We're waiting on about 2 cars to grid. Now 1 car to grid. It's quite the foggy one. Let's take a look at the weather as we progress. We have, it's currently 7:32. The winds are approximately 8 miles per hour to the southeast, roughly. 66 degrees with 98% humidity, with cloudy skies, and 67%. The track temp is 67 degrees. Quick little outlook. It's probably going to be the remainder of the same for the remainder of this event. But there we see the 16 and Lucas, with Lucas Martin on his outside. And that's Kyle Purcell in the 16-year pole sitter. Tricky track, but the question is, who will win? Let's see. We'll get ready to come home with the GFi Chiiii Town 150 victory here at Chicagoland. Listen to those beautiful Xfinity V8 engines rev up as we get ready to go green. Barney, take it away. And green flag, and we are racing for the GFi Chiiii Town 150 here at Chicagoland. Kyle Purcell out front. Kyle Purcell's ready to go ahead and block Lucas Martin, but there's plenty of track to be used here. Kyle Purcell leading into the back straightaway, pretty foggy. As we take a look towards the back of the field-ish, with like Sean Purcell, Anthony Alex area. Running nice side by side. Mostly single file, though. A couple side by side here and there. And 2 laps have been completed. There's the 77. There's Nicholas Warboy. Quite the foggy race, though, but Nicholas Warboy is going to skim the wall. Not good for him at all. But there's Jordan Barnes. He's going to try to hold off his position just for a little bit longer. I know he doesn't want to do it too much because of the tire saving strategy, but definitely a big factor here is the tires and maybe a little bit of fuel. But there's the 54 of Anthony Alex and the 54 Chevy Menards. A couple cars into the wall as we enter 3 and 4. They're 3 abreast right there. So as we take back a look at the race leaders, so Kyle Purcell, Lucas Martin trying his hardest. He's got to remain the same speed and try to save his tires a lot better than he has at some of these tracks. Sometimes, I know some of them like to burn it up a little quicker. It's not even just him. It's just mainly a lot of these drivers are excited about it. But Lucas Martin, everybody, really trying to get past Kyle Purcell and lead a lap. That would be pretty big for the LA Motorsport team. Pretty big. But Kyle Purcell leads into turn 1. There's Andy Ennis and Jordan Barnes running side by side in 1 and 2. Here we go, and Andy Ennis is going to have enough room to squeeze by Jordan Barnes and coming out of turn 2. So 2 LA Motorsport drivers. I know it is foggy. I know. Wow, it's quite foggy. There's the 74 of Sean Purcell, his brother though, out front. Currently running P10th, but here comes Andy Ennis looking to try to make a move on the outside. Sean Purcell's gonna go up to the block as we enter the back straightaway. That's not that straight, so it's a little curvy. Oh, the LA Motorsport drivers are around Andy Ennis. He's going to save it. Jordan Barnes is going to hit the wall. There's some damage on both of those drivers. But what a save. I bet that's a little bit of frustration. Not a good look there. Very, very scary, as we could have just had our first caution. And it would have taken out 2 LA Motorsport drivers. For Jordan, though, he fell all the way back to 21st. He fell down 10 spots. As we go take a look at our race leaders, Kyle Purcell trying to hold off that spot, but here comes Lucas Martin on the outside. Here we go. Lucas Martin on the outside line all by himself. Doesn't need help. They're battling down the back straightaway. Everyone's going to move to the high side, leave Kyle Purcell out to dry. Let's see if Lucas Martin can get his 5 points of the day. Side by side, Lucas Martin coming out of turn 4. And I know Kyle Purcell's going to get that push, but Kyle Purcell will lead that lap. They're getting really close from making a lot of contact, but there's Lucas Martin once again on that outside line. Gonna get rolling. Once again, there's Andy Ennis trying everything in his power. There's an incident. Kyle Purcell's around. He's involved in a wreck. Hold on, let's go back. Why was there no caution for that? He must have got off the racing surface. That was scary, but Lucas Martin will get 5 points. There's the 77. Oh, Robert McKay's going to get a little loosey door banging. There's the 88 of Nicholas Warboy in that 88 Hendrick Cars car. It's pretty fast. Won the Season 3 Cup Series Championship. Unfortunate for Kyle Purcell, but he's in the pits along with Keith Martinson. They're pretty close. They're Doing amazing. Brad Keaton. A lot of them using that cheese grater down there. Oh, and here goes that 26 on the inside of Robert McKay in the 8 car. Oh, almost made a little bit of contact right there. Lucas Martin still remaining your race leader. The 26 just going to ride in that same spot. Oh, and Robert McKay! Getting a little loose. This is definitely not his track to run. Ouch, man, ouch. Still no cautions, and we're 13 laps in. They're 3 abreast on the back straightaway. They were 3 abreast. Clifton Chanel, though, making that move. And really single filed out now. There's the 88 of Nicholas Warboy, the 77. I'm going to get on the inside of Clifton Chanel. He's going to shove him over the racetrack. Oh, no! Clifton Chanel in the wall. He's all good, though, but I bet he's probably a little frustrated about that. As the 77 could have done a way better job. But he's over here riding the wall. But I don't think Parker Vance, I think that's Parker Vance if I'm correct. Yes, that is Parker Vance. He's just all over the racetrack. Definitely be a little bit of anger on the racetrack. And the first caution comes out, Robert McKay. Let's try to go take a look and see what happened to Robert McKay here. Let's go to him. I have to do it this way. So, let's press play. So Robert McKay, he was minding his own business and hit the wall and just couldn't hold on to the race car and completely screwed it. So Barney threw the caution. Let's get our first driver in here for Nick Norris for Tag E Racing. Howdy, Nick.
Hey, how you doing?
Finally getting your interview in. I know you've been waiting like 3 weeks now.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to it.
Well, how's your race going? You're currently in P4. How's it going up front?
It's okay. I can't really tell what happened with Kyle Purcell, but I feel like I was somewhere in the wrong there, so I'm just sorry about that. But other than that, it seems like it's going all right. Might be a good day today.
I know you're also following these guys down pit road. Honestly, I have a serious question. How much fuel do you guys even have?
Let me check. I think we've got 13.6 till empty.
So roughly 30 laps of fuel.
Right, exactly. Should be right at 30 right when I fuel up here.
Alrighty. So I know it's been pretty clean up front. I know the issue of the caution was Robert McKay just lost it. I mean, it happens. What's your strategy moving forward to the remainder of this race?
Honestly, just to try and make it to the end. I'm not trying to do too much or be too brave, so just try and make it to the end and finish anywhere off of pit road.
I completely respect that. I know you're probably going for the tire saving strategy because, I mean, this track looks like it eats tires up pretty fast.
Yeah, it's feeling that way. I haven't actually done much practice, so I don't know what to expect if we get 40 laps green or whatnot. So that'll be interesting for me. But yeah, I'm just looking to finish in the top 10 at least.
Oh yeah, I completely respect that. Is there anything else you'd like to mention?
Make sure y'all are watching the podcast and the driver interviews. Look out for those on this channel. I host those, and hope y'all enjoy them and check them out.
They go up every Saturday to Sunday, depending on the day.
That's right. The last one went up Monday since we didn't have the Cup race last week. But yep, usually you can look for them Saturday, Sunday, and then the driver interviews, we might start dropping those on Wednesday now.
Alrighty, well, thank you for your time.
Thank you for the interview. Take care. You
Yep,
do a good job.
Yep, thank you. That was the voice of Nick Norris, a really, really, really kind individual. But Lucas Martin up front. Seems like he's a fast driver throughout the majority of this race. It is very quite foggy. The visibility is extremely low. I mean, I can't even see the backstretch from up here in the booth. If that tells you anything. It's that foggy. But as we get ready, take it away, Barney. To wave the American ethanol green flag. And green flag as Lucas Martin will fire and go straight to the middle line. Great restart by him. Pulling away to a .33 second lead. So Lucas Martin down the back straightaway. Grant McDonald is catching him. Oh, they're wrecking the 54 of Anthony Alex around. And oh my gosh, and he was airborne for a minute. The 40 was airborne too. And where's the caution? Barney, what are you doing? You're fired, buddy. And a big crash in Nick Norris, I believe, is involved in that too. We had just interviewed him, and that was a big crash, and he's blown up. He's out of the race. Back-to-back cautions really fast. And very unfortunate as the race, the guy we just interviewed, I mean, he's out. Out of the race really, really fast. Alrighty, as we wait for Clifton Chanel to get in the voice chat. Oh, here we go. Howdy, howdy, Cliff.
Hey, what's going on?
So back-to-back cautions. I don't know how that's going to be affecting you, but you're currently riding around. I don't know what position yet.
I think I'm 14th now, but actually it's helping me out because I've kind of heated my tires up a little bit in that first 10-lap run there before that caution. So
spectacular. So I know it's a very tricky track, especially with that curve on the back straightaway. How do you think the tire wear is going to be affecting the drivers throughout this race?
Oh yeah, it's tire wear is a huge factor at this track. I think several of the guys up in front of me have stayed out. Everyone's opted to stay with their first set of tires here, it looks like. So I'm thinking we'll probably have another caution within the next 10 laps.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if you had 2 cautions. So right now we're averaging about a caution every 10 laps. So otherwise,
yeah.
Fuel strategy, I heard you have about 30 laps of fuel total. So
yeah, I've got 25 laps left, so I'm just going to save fuel, and I'll take my next set of tires on the next caution and then save a set toward the end. That's kind of my strategy right now.
So basically, mainly, how's your plan to really come away with this one being in 14th?
Well, Kyle Purcell's out of the race, so I guess I got a shot.
I mean, I completely respect that.
It's anybody's race now.
Oh, for sure, 100%. I mean, I will say it's quite foggy from up here in the booth. If it tells you anything, I can't see the backstretch from where I'm sitting, so.
Yeah, it was really clear during practice, but kind of fogged up a bit for the start of the race.
How do you think that's going to affect driver visibility with the smoke? I mean,
I just hope I don't get run over.
That's all that matters. All right, do you have anything else you'd like to say?
That's it. We appreciate you broadcasting for us.
Thank you, thank you. That was the voice of Clifton Chanel. What happened to the pole sitter? Oh, man, I don't know. I saw it. Honestly, I think that should have been a caution. Because, I mean, if I be completely honest with you, Kyle, that was pretty bad. That was pretty ugly. Yeah, unfortunately, P26, I think that's just said. Or P28. So, yeah, P26. Unfortunate for you, but, I guess go, Sean, I guess. And you're running really good up front, too, which is definitely very unfortunate. Ouch. Alrighty, Barney, take it away for the GFI green flag. And green flag and Lucas Martin. It's fine. Tag is probably going to have less fun in future races for a bit. Yeah, I know he apologized for it. Lucas Martin out front, still, ever since the incident with Kyle Purcell, unfortunately. But Lucas Martin holding on strong. And mainly side by side, but there's a couple single file throughout the race. There's Sean Purcell in the 74. The 92 riding in 7th for the top 10. There's Ralph Gilbert on the inside of the 92. Getting ready to come out of turn 2. Down the not so straight backstretch. See a lot of side by side. I really think fresher tires are about him, so I think that's what Brendan Becksted's doing. His tires are burnt up. Therefore, he's probably right on the high side to save a little bit more. Side by side, coming out of turn 2. Quentin Hightower, we're going to get a run on that outside line. Going to be following Lucas Martin. A couple drivers into the wall. And there goes Lucas Martin losing that P1 spot. There's the 18 of Preston O'Brien. Still too wide right there with a 92 and 45. Preston O'Brien going to go with the block. Brian Troy. And there he goes on the inside. That's the 4 car. Lap 28 of 75 for the GFI Chiiii Town 150. Sean Purcell up in second place. Great restart for him. Nice, beautiful single file down the back straightaway. Ooh, and Preston was barely just clear of Grant McDonough. Spectacular. There's Brendan Beckstead. And they were going to be... he came a bit blocked, actually. Otherwise, it would have been 3 wide. And really close. Lucas Martin falling behind, though. As I can see on the podium. There's Travis Griffin in the 84. Let's go take a look at our new race leader, Michael Nelson. There's the 26. And Michael Nelson's 2.62 ahead. There he is right there. And lap 31 of 75. great job by Michael Nelson making the gap 3 whole seconds. Spectacular job. Side by side, Lucas Martin in the 4. And Robert McKay is back out there after that incident he had. And really, they're looking to go 3 wide. There's the 32. There was the 32 looking for the inside of the 8 car. Got a nice little pack of about 7 here. It's going to be actually 6. And they're 3 abreast. They were just 3 abreast. I think most of these guys towards the back here are more focused about tire saving. Here comes the 8 of Robert McKay. To the inside of the 92, Brandon Beckstead. Nice side-by-side action between the... I think that's the 93 and the 8. They were just side-by-side. Oh, and McKay is going to come down and door the 93. And there's Andy Ennis on the inside of the 8 car. And try to come up and block. He has enough room. No, he doesn't. And they're 3 wide. They're 3 abreast on the back straightaway. Andy Ennis leading this little pack right here. Robert McKay going to try to dive to the inside. Once again, 3 abreast into the tri-oval. Quentin Hightower in the 45. They're 3 abreast right behind him. And there's Nicholas Warboy. Going to be a lap down. They got single filed up now. But here comes Andy Ennis. Going to try to pass that 45. Looking for the inside there. Was not successful on that time. But the 77 to 51 are side by side. So these both guys, drivers, are passing right here for position. There's Quentin Hightower still. Just kind of leading this little pack of 5. Trying everything in his power. There comes a 77. And here comes a nice little push. Or at least trying to push. That's Parker Vance in the 77 trying to push the 45 right there. And side by side, Parker Vance starts to blink. But he's going to get the position from Quentin Hightower. Still anybody's race. I think I just saw 3 abreast. And now we're going to the part of the track where from the booth, I can't see jack squat. It's pretty foggy. Look at this side-by-side action between the 45 and the 77, showing no signs of slowing down. And Parker Vance has just entered the top 10. Really exciting drivers right in this little pack of 3. I mean, they're all racing hard and really trying to race for position. But it's not going so well. I'll tell you what, I know Jordan Barnes is probably hoping for a caution so we can get that lap back. As long as he doesn't get passed by Eugene, he will be fine. Down the back straightaway, the not so straight back stretch. The what makes Chicagoland so unique is the little curve on the back straightaway. The 77 coming out of 4. It's going to go back to Blinken. There's the 92 of Beckstead. Let's crank it up. That was Crank It Up, brought to you by the GFi Racing League. Shout out to all the members. And here we go. There's the 92 still. Let's go take a look up front and see how Michael Nelson's doing. There's the 26. There's the 88, a lap car trying to go on the inside. I know, right? It's just the beautiful V8 engines. There's Michael Nelson with Sean Purcell in the rearview mirror, really making a great comeback as he's slowly catching Michael Nelson, which I believe Michael Nelson will have to pit here soon. And there's Clifton Chanel, who's a lap down. Actually about to be 2 if the 15 gets by. I don't know if Cliff's going to let him by or how he's going to work it, but I think Cliff's trying to defend a spot so he doesn't go 2 laps down. And though he's the 3rd car a lap down. Let's go right on board or in the car with Michael Nelson. Take a listen to the throttle control. That's the key factor I've been kind of talking about. If you heard those tires, you can kind of hear them just go against the racing surface. So that just means that they're really burning it up pretty good. It'd be a really rare occurrence to have a wreck. I mean, we're all pretty single filed out. But the 92 going to go to the high side. Oh, 100%. Beautiful V8 engines in these NASCARs. Don't worry, I'll do a crank it up towards the end, Caden. I got you, I got you. There's the 93 of Rich Jones. And Sean Purcell, we have a new race leader. Something's happening. Oh, they're pitting. But we have a new race leader. Here comes these green flag pit stops. Mainly single file, but the lap traffic is still always a key factor here at these racetracks, especially these intermediates, because they're typically like, I don't want to let you by, you're going to have to work for it. But we're going to have to see how the GFi Xfinity Series plays out. This is typically the cleanest series in GFI. So Sean Purcell into the pit. We have Travis Griffin up front. A little zoomed in action on that 93. There's Clifton Chanel entering turn 1. Rich Jones has made his way up to 4th. Well, I know Xfinity used to be the cleanest. If it's not now, then it's definitely Arca. Arca's really good. However, that Sobo race was pretty bad. And the 93 has made his way up to the second. Robert McKay is in third. He was involved in a wreck earlier that he caused on accident. And I think it sounds like the 93 is going to pit. Yes, he is indeed pitting. 25 laps to go here at Chicagoland. And Robert McKay right behind that 93. There's the 84. That's Travis Griffin. It's right on board. Well, that's kind of buns then. If it was Redacted's special event. That's unfortunate. So Travis Griffin into the pits. Now here comes some other drivers, but Travis Griffin can still come out and beat Michael Nelson. The question is, will we have another caution? So Jordan Barnes looked like he was 3 laps down. So really trying to savor as much as he can. But Michael Nelson is back up front. Single filed out for the most part. Only 2 cautions in this one so far. We had a relatively big one with about 5-6 cars. Nick Norris was involved in that one. I bet Kyle Purcell is really happy about that one, aren't you? I mean, your Twitch stream said it all. Toilet. There is Lucas Martin back into the top 10. There's Andy Ennis. These two got into it earlier on accident. Completely unintentional, but very unfortunate. But 2 LA Motorsports drivers in the top 10. There's the 6 to the inside of Jordan Barnes. Jordan Barnes has some front end damage and some rear end damage. So the 6 cars splitting up Andy Ennis and Lucas Martin. Lucas Martin led the start of the race, taking Kyle Purcell's spot. There's Michael Nelson, the race leader, once again with 20 laps to go here at Chicagoland. Some lap traffic in the way. That's definitely going to be slowing the 15 down unless he can just squeeze on by like butter. But I don't know if Robert McKay is willing to give up his spot so easily, which he actually did, which is a shocker. Let's crank it up for Caden. The beautiful sound of those V8 engines for the Xfinity Series. Michael Nelson still out front with Sean Purcell right behind him. About 4 seconds back, about. ish. There's Ralph Gilbert in the 26 trying to catch Sean Purcell to pass him. Sean Purcell really trying everything in his power. I really think he wants to try to win this for his brother because it was a series of unfortunate events for his brother. So Sean Purcell currently gaining on the leader. Now he's not, but he was. A little bit of draft on the lap car, Nicholas Warboy. He's going to be riding the high side. And Nicholas Warboy, though, he's about 14 laps down, so he's at the point where he just needs to let them by. So let's actually open up the battle box and see the battle for first here. So far, the biggest mover out of this little battle for first group is actually Preston O'Brien up 12 spots. If Sean Purcell gets one, he'll tie him for that position. So, let's take an amazing look for this battle for 11th. Nothing much back there. With 14 laps to go here at Chicagoland. Or Chicagoland. However you'll say it. There's Brian Troy on the inside. Fortunately, Clifton Chanel, I think, is only a lap or two down. So that's pretty good for him. No, he's not even a lap down. So he gained up some time. I guarantee you his strategy, though, is save and fuel, because I think he's waiting for a wreck, and then he can just kind of just smooth past them all. Or most of them. And try to get up there at the top 10. He's just 3 spots outside of that top 10. There's Jordan Barnes. There was Jordan Barnes. There's Andy Ennis currently riding P9 with his teammate Lucas Martin right behind him. Guarantee you those two are going to try to work together. So Sean Purcell making up some big ground on Michael Nelson in the 15, but has to worry about Robert McKay being a lap car. So Purcell has him within a second with 11 to go. Well, I'm watching. Well, I got it up. This will probably be pretty good. This is pretty really, really good. I heard tires spinning. At least I heard something. But here comes the 74 coming in hot. Ten laps to go here at Chicagoland. The 15 of Michael Nelson still out front. But I think he's definitely burning up his tires a little bit more, especially in that part of bottom of 1 and 2 right there. Here comes Sean Purcell. He's got the draft. Railing him in fast. Here he comes. 9 to go at Chicagoland. The question is, does Sean Purcell have enough fuel? I really do think he does, but here comes Sean Purcell looking to try to get a run. Coming to the inside. Here we go. They're within really bumpers of each other. 8 to go. Sean Purcell and Michael Nelson side by side in a 1 and 2. Michael Nelson getting that run, but here comes Sean Purcell trying to get on the run on the inside. Michael Nelson, I think, is burning up his tires a little bit more than Sean Purcell is. But here comes Sean Purcell looking to the inside of the 15. Into the tri-oval. Sean Purcell will lead this lap. This is going to be a really great finish. I feel like this will be a photo finish. Once we come down to it. Nice little bumper action from the front and back bumper of the Purcell and Nelson. The front for Nelson, back for Purcell. 6 to go. I'm sure Michael Nelson's kind of hoped for a caution. That way he can be closer to Sean Purcell. Down the back straightaway, Sean Purcell has the draft of Robert McKay. Sean out front with 5 to go. We have a Sean fan. I believe that's his brother Kyle. Great guy. Sean Purcell is. Sadly, Kyle was wrecked out. Let's see if he can do it for Kyle. Down the back straightaway. Still has the draft of Robert McKay. Michael Nelson's really slowed down. I think he burnt his tires up too soon. Here comes Sean Purcell looking to the inside of the A car. Looking to clear the A car using the tri-oval. And 4 to go. Robert McKay going to draft out the 74. But will Robert McKay, I thought he was about to take Sean Purcell out of the race. Looked really close there. The 8's going to go ahead and block that 15. Sean Purcell going to go top to bottom, actually. Oh, lap traffic in the way for the 15. And they're going to be bumped, drafting 3 laps to go. It's too close. The name is just, so close. So close. When I see the name Kyle, I immediately think, oh, look, it's Kyle Purcell. Into turn 3 and 4. Michael Nelson trying his best but losing on Sean Purcell. 2 laps to go. Sean Purcell, I really think he's got this one in the bag. With a great exit off 4. I mean, oh my gosh, 2. This track's tricky. Wow. Oh, I see now. You can see my confusion there. White flag sponsored by GFi. Sean Purcell, all he needs to do is hold on to his position, which I think he will. Coming out of turn 2. Lap car letting the 74 by. And now it's going to be a photo finish between 3rd and 2nd. The 15 run on the high side, the 26 right at the bottom. Sean Purcell out of 4 for the final time. Sean Purcell will win at Chicagoland for the Chiiii Town 150. And Ralph Gilbert will beat Michael Nelson. Sean Purcell will come away with the win. for the first Xfinity Series broadcast. Oh, it's not on Kyle. I mean, Sean. Crap. The man from Rockford, Illinois, Sean Purcell, will do burnouts once again as he comes home with his second Xfinity win of the year. For the GFi Xfinity Series, Sean Purcell. Is that it? Just Sean? Well, Sean, another Xfinity Series win. How does it feel, man?
Feels pretty good. I had a pretty crazy day today, and feels good to win here at my sort of home track.
Yeah, I could tell. I know. It seemed like you were saving tires at the end of that, waiting to make that pass with about 6 to go. I could tell Michael definitely burnt his tires up too soon there.
Yeah, I mean, that was the strategy of the whole race, was save tires and keep the fuel going. And with those couple cautions, I realized I would be able to, especially after that second one, if I saved enough under yellow, I'd be able to make it on one more stop. And I think a lot of people were planning on 2 more stops. So I just, this is one of those tracks where with this car, you just race the racetrack, race your own race, and you'll get by guys eventually. Like, the 15 was pinching me all the way down. We were both on the apron across start finish, and I'm like, that's fine, I'll get by in a lap or 2. And my only concern was Gilbert was just as good saving as I was, and he was staying close to me. So I thought he'd have something for me at the end, but I think he had to push a little to try to catch up, and that was enough for me to keep my gap. So it was fun.
Yeah, definitely only 2 cautions, which was relatively clean race. I figured there'd be more because it's an intermediate and it's a pretty tricky track because you got because you got a tire save, which you did really well. Did you do that for your brother? I know he had a rough.
No, he was being a little bit whiny, actually. It was this is my kind of thing. I actually won a truck championship at this track a couple months ago. So as long as this racetrack can go clean and green, I feel like it's in my wheelhouse. I can have short run speed, but I'm just mentally tuned to the strategy, and when the strategies are able to play out like they did tonight, that's definitely to my benefit.
100%. Once again, tricky racetrack. You were smart about your fuel and tires. So it's the tires at the end where that was the biggest factor. So home track feels great. Do you have anything you'd like to say?
I just want to shout out my sponsor, the Rockford Ice Hogs. They're about to start the second round of the Calder Cup playoffs tomorrow, actually, against the Milwaukee Admirals. So rooting them on. And shout out my fiance Sam, always riding above my passenger side door on my paint schemes. So without her support, I don't know if I'd be as into the racing and enjoying it as much. So it's good to have her sign off. Got to keep the lady happy. So yep, Ice Hogs and fiance Sam. Those are the two big things. Also, looking for a team still if anyone's interested.
Yeah, I'm struggling there too. But congratulations on the win. Appreciate your time, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. That was Sean Purcell, the race winner, and that'll bring an end to the oh my gosh, I almost hit the Cup Series. GFi Xfinity Series here at Chicagoland. Congratulations, Sean Purcell. Thanks for everyone for tuning in for the greatest league on earth.